Okay, it happened again. Can you tell everybody to migrate to the new link that I'll post in a second? ... Yay, some of you found me again. Tell your... All right, people are migrating in again. It's the Parsec curse. I'll wait while everybody loads in again. I truly don't know what happened. I pressed enter to hit what I was typing, and the stream ended for no apparent reason. All right. All right, everybody see that? A parsec, 19 trillion miles. Mega means 1 million, right? Thank you, Chloe. Hey, Molly Baldwin. A megaparsec is not a million miles, it's a million parsecs. And 1 parsec is 19 trillion miles. Are we all good with that? Hey, Leo. Sarah's back. Oh, it looks like nearly everybody's here again. I apologize. Hey, Sophie. And I know some people are online, but we don't see them, and so they're texting me. So that's awesome. You guys are so good about this. And I apologize for the bobble there. I'm sure it's something I did. But here we are together again. All right, we'll go for about 8 more minutes or so we can do logistics and get you out of here at the time that I promised I would get you out of here. I want to keep a tight schedule because I know you all have lots and lots to do. Margaret and Emerson are also watching. Shay Dog is in town. Hey, Danny J. So tell your mama I said hi. Is she feeling better? Hey, Reese. Tell your folks I said hi, too. All right, here we go. So we're taking a look. Does everybody get the stuff? Oh, good. I'm glad, Danny. Had to get my coffee. What thing? That's the air duct. Yay, Erica. God bless her. Oh, I bet you're talking about this. The thing I'm moving. That is an iPad holder. And if I switch over to Switcher Studios, then I'm going to put the iPads on them. And but I have to get a microphone. If anybody has a lapel mic that you stick in a... no, it holds an iPad, Alice. But if anybody has a microphone that you stick on your lapel that plugs into an iPad, I need one if anybody can let me borrow one. Anyhow, here we go. Fate of the universe. Why? Because why are we studying this? That's what cosmology does. Cosmology studies the beginning of the universe, the origins. It studies its ingredients, time, energy, matter, space, forces. It also studies what's going to happen to it. And so here's the big deal. And you actually already know the big deal. It's a dynamic that we see all the time. I want you to think back to stars. In a star, you have fusion going on, which means you have this constant outward explosion that should obliterate every sun. It doesn't. Why? Because you also have the balanced gravitational force pulling backwards. If you think about it, that ballet, that choreography, the finesse that occurs between the forces, they're perfectly balanced so that a star can continuously blow up but never change its shape, which means that it just sits there letting energy out forever, always, a long time. That just blows my mind. But that's what happens. In a star, fusion is occurring, energy is released. It's unfathomable amounts of energy. It should be blowing the star up, but it doesn't because there's an inward force, gravity, fighting back to keep everything together. And that brings us to the understanding, the core, the foundation of the understanding of what's going to happen to our universe. Because we know that in the whole universe, that same fight is occurring. Think of the universe sort of like a star, and there's some sort of energy pushing it out, right? And as that energy pushes it out, that energy is also creating space-time, and that energy seems to create matter. So I have an energy that's pushing out, but as it pushes out, the stuff of the universe makes space-time, and it also makes stuff. The energy of the universe makes protons, neutrons, quarks, leptons, all sorts of particles. So the universe is going out. As it does, it's making stuff. What's the big deal? Well, the big deal is that that stuff has mass, and mass means it creates gravity. So think about that for a minute. I have a universe that was born in expansion, and it was born to expand. It wants nothing more than to go out. But the stuff that it's making while it goes out creates gravity. And gravity pulls everything back. So just like in a star, where I have this continuous fight between fusion, explosion, and gravity pulling back in, the universe is engaged in that same fight, its own version of that same fight. We say that there's two forces, and we're going to, when we come a little further, we're going to rename them. But for right now, and this is a good note to take and a really good thing to know, there's two forces which oppose each other in the universe, which are going to determine the fate of the universe. So there's two forces in the universe which oppose each other, which are going to determine the fate of the universe. And those two forces are A, expansion. The universe is expanding at an ever-increasing rate. 71 kilometers per second per, I'm almost afraid to say it, megaparsec. It's expanding. So force A, expansion. The universe was born to go out, get bigger. But as it does that, it's creating matter, which has mass, which means it creates gravity, and gravity pulls everything back. So force B is gravity. The fight then is expansion versus gravity. And we don't know which one will win. We have to know, and in order for us to guess, we sort of have to know how much mass is in the universe. How much stuff is here. If there's lots and lots of stuff, and if that stuff is continuously being made, then we believe that the universe will make enough gravity and it will win. At some point, gravity is going to say, whoa, universe, stop. And we think that the universe might literally stop expanding. You can see my fingers slightly off the edge of the boundary of your screen. That's the edge of the universe. Because it started here with singularity. Oh, gravity says no more. We're done. And it begins to pull everything back. Right? So, if there's enough stuff, if there's enough mass, then there will be enough gravity to stop the expansion and then ultimately to pull the universe back. Back where? Well, frighteningly, back into a brand new singularity. It's possible that the universe regularly recycles itself. This would take billions and billions of years. It's possible that the universe gets born from a singularity, expands for billions of years, takes billions of years to come back, and then it obliterates itself and starts all over again. So, if that's the case, we say that the universe is closed. C-L-O-S-E-D. Closed. A closed universe. In a closed universe, C-L-O-S-E-D, like the door is closed or the window is closed. In a closed universe, there's enough mass to create enough gravity to stop expansion and to pull the universe back into a singularity. So the force of attraction, gravity wins, and everything is recreated in a singularity. So the universe, that motion coming back is called the big crunch. And I guess we wouldn't want to be around there if there's going to be a big crunch. So, in a closed universe, there's enough gravity. I'm stopping expansion. I pull the universe back. I recycle it. Some people say that if you're going to recycle the universe, you're going to create universes that are identical over and over and over, which means you've already been here. And we've already been through the coronavirus pandemic. And you've already done this life. Or does it? Food for thought, say some cosmologists. I'm going to stop there because our time together is almost over. A real quick review. We continued looking at inflation. We characterized what a parsec is. And we're looking at the fate of the universe. The first fate we found is a closed universe in which gravity wins and expansion loses. And we recycle the universe. That's called the big crunch. 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, or 5s. Do you get that? In an open universe, you have to remember that expansion wins, and it just keeps expanding forever. We'll talk more about, well, what does that even mean if it expands forever? Some people are texting in their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love it. Thank you for letting me know you're alive and online. I deeply appreciate your integrity, your dedication. Those of you that are online and are texting in, thank you. I really appreciate it. I know it's cray to be online for school. All right, my friends. For homework due to my email tonight, 16 through 24. 16 through 24. 16 study guide questions. 16 through 24. Everybody get that? I want to ask you a question really quickly. In terms of the, you have to come here. You have to remember, normally, this is supposed to be school. So normally you'd be in school from 8 to 3. 7 hours. And, did you all do 17 through 21 last night? All right, so do 22. So sorry, I apologize. 22 through, I got you confused with the other class. Let's do 22 through... Do 22 through 25. You have to read your study guide a little bit to get them, but I'll go over it. 22 through 25. I apologize. Yeah, and I'm getting texts from people that I've been online, but you can't see me. I've been here for all 3 classes. I will not mark you absent. You know that. Absolutely. If you check in by phone and let me know you're cranking along with us and connected, you are in. No problem. All right. Question. So you're supposed to be in school for X amount of hours per day, and I just want to ask you, like, are you all overwhelmed with work, or does it feel okay? Remember, you're thinking normally what? You're in school from 8 to 3, which is 7 hours, and then you get about an hour of homework. Surely what we're giving you is not lasting more than 8 hours a day. Or is it? What do you say? Is it too much, or taking into consideration that we're trying to recreate school at home? Are you guys okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is I'm okay. A 1 is I am not okay. All right? So a 1 is I'm stressed, and a 5 is no, I'm okay. How are you all doing? A 1 is I'm stressed, and a 5 is I'm okay. All right. If you have suggestions about how we could make it better, please make sure you text us too. All right. Okay, everybody's feeling okay. If if you're lost or confused, or you feel like something's out of hand, just get a hold of each individual teacher, get a hold of me for my stuff, and I will help you. I had planned only to teach Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I'm going to do that this week. But I might teach all 5 days next week. We'll see. I still feel sort of sick, and I need to get better. But I'm going to be offline Thursday and Friday this week, as we planned. But that's to give you an opportunity to do science fair. The last day to register for science fair is today by midnight. Since St. Francis, this tiny school, is 98% of the LRSCF team for middle school, we have to register. If you were invited, please, please, please go. I will give you plenty of time to do that. I'm giving you the next 2 days to do what you need to do for science fair. It's my understanding from the emails that I got that they're going to just do a Zoom conference with you for judging. A Zoom conference means that they'll call you on Zoom, or you'll contact them on Zoom. It's free, and if you're going to register for KJAS, today's the last day, but they haven't said anything about how they're doing theirs. I've seen 0 emails. In order to register for KJAS, you just go to their website and register. You don't have to have your PowerPoint ready yet. So just go online, go to Google, type in Kentucky Junior Academy of Sciences Science Fair. All right, I'll try to find it. But for the Louisville Regional / Kentucky State, make sure you register. Okay? Oh, KJAS they extended the KJAS. Yeah. Especially if you're thinking about DuPont Manual, HSU, MST, it's a really good place to go for 7th graders. And it's just a really great site. It's way smaller, more intimate. It's a different kind of science fair. It's super cool. I don't think anybody should skip it, unless you want to. It's up to you. Okay? That being said, you have to make a PowerPoint out of your board. That's as easy as taking a picture of everything. All right? Take a picture of each page of your background. Take a picture of each picture. Take a picture of your purpose, your hypothesis. It's a lot of pictures of stuff you wrote. You want to make sure they're big enough. I can tell you what the judges have already been worried about is that the pictures or the PowerPoint slides will be so small they can't read them. They're going to be overwhelmed by kids. Hopefully, a lot of kids will want to do this, and I can guarantee you if they have to sit there and use their fingers to expand stuff and read off the screen, they're just not going to. So make sure everything is nice. State requires a PowerPoint. PowerPoint is easy, and there's kids here who can help anyone who doesn't know how to make a PowerPoint. But yes, state does require a PowerPoint, and then they're going to get a hold of you for Zoom. All right? Does everybody understand that? Am I getting this right? From what I've read and from what the 8th graders told me, they said that you need a PowerPoint. Yeah, Eli, you take pictures of your stuff. It's not going to take that long. Chloe will help you. The big bounce is when the universe recycles itself. If the universe expands, gravity pulls it back, and then it creates a new big bang again, that's the big bounce. Right? If we live in a recycled universe, then every big bang is actually a big bounce. Yeah, obviously they're not going to feed you and they're not taking you to the planetarium. They haven't had time to change their registration. And also there's a thing where you have to pay $15 and you're thinking, why should I pay $15? It's just that the algorithm on their registration form makes you do that or it's not complete. No one foresaw that we'd be immersed in a pandemic. No one understood how that would impact. No one thought they would have to imagine that. This is extremely out of the ordinary circumstances. So you have to go within their limitations, and one of their limitations is that you have to pretend that you're going and you're not. If you pay $15, they're going to reimburse you. All right? Does everybody understand that? All right. Yeah. So, everybody just fill out everything you're supposed to so that you can register, knowing that you're filling out stuff that are senseless. Like, why should I tell them what sandwich I want when I'm not going to get a sandwich? Just fill it out like you were so that the registration works. Okay? I'm giving everybody Thursday and Friday off to work on these PowerPoints. But if I feel better, I'm going to take Thursday off just to rest because I feel icky. But Friday, if I feel better, I'll get back on at this time and just take questions about science fair, questions in general about life. We'll check in about religion. And then we'll definitely start to teach again Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. And if I feel better, I'm going to teach all 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The concern is that we're not going to come back, and we have lots to cover if that's the case. All right? Because I want you all totally ready for 8th grade because we are going to be in the desks in 8th grade, guarantee it. We will be here. All right? Is everybody good? Because we're a little bit over our time. All right? Is everybody good? The website is called, if you go to Google, Eli, Kentucky Junior Academy of Sciences. But don't go there, right? Yeah, just look up, thank you, Jason, Kentucky Junior Academy of Sciences, Science Fair. It's the first link that you're there. All right, God bless you all. I miss you, I really do. I know all the teachers do. I won't speak for all of them, but the ones I know miss you. And it's odd, but thank you for being here. Thanks for caring. Thanks for making learning being part of your day. It is a very brave thing to do, a courageous thing to do. Again, our values will hold us to the earth in a way that our world doesn't get turned upside down. So value one another with love, kindness, and compassion. Value learning. Do the things we need to do to keep having school. And I will see you on the wire, possibly Friday. I'm always available by text to answer questions. Your job is to do these study guide questions. Email them to me tonight, and then Thursday and Friday you're working on your Kentucky State Science and Engineering Fair and Kentucky Junior Academy of Sciences stuff. And I expect everybody who's going to Kentucky State that you're going to register and try to do this. And if I can help in any way, just let me know. I will totally be there for you. God bless you. God bless each of you. Afam, Danya, Afam. Take care.